Hello there. Today I'll be going through 24 questions from Chapter 3 covering the long and illustrious history of the UK. I'll read each question, give you a moment to think about the answer, and then reveal the correct response.
During the 16th century, which two factors predominantly led to a bloody rebellion by the Irish chieftains? The imposing of Protestantism. Extreme poverty and famine. High taxes on landowners. The imposing of English laws on land inheritance.
Correct answers: the imposing of English laws on land inheritance and the imposing of Protestantism.
Which Scottish poet wrote the Bruce about the Battle of Bannockburn? Robert Burns. Geoffrey Chaucer. John Barber. John Milton.
Correct answer: John Barber.
Which of these statements is correct? Colonists in North America were well educated and interested in ideas of liberty. Colonists in North America were poorly educated and uninterested in politics.
Correct answer: colonists in North America were well educated and interested in ideas of liberty.
Henry VIII had 6 wives. What was the name of his first wife? Anne Boleyn. Anne of Cleves. Catherine of Aragon. Catherine Howards.
Correct answer: Catherine of Aragon.
Which of the following is a line from one of Churchill's famous speeches? I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat. The lady's not for turning. I have a dream. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Correct answer: I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears and sweat.
Acts of Parliament in 1870 and 1882 awarded which right to women? The right to bear arms. The right to work. The right to attend university. The right to keep their own earnings and property after marriage.
Correct answer: the right to keep their own earnings and property after marriage.
After the Glorious Revolution, Parliament was still some way from being a democracy. Why? Only women were allowed to vote. Only bishops were able to vote. Only men who owned property of a certain value could vote. Parliament took control of who could be monarch.
Correct answer: only men who own property of a certain value could vote.
The Northern Ireland Assembly was elected in 1999, suspended in 2002 and reinstated in which year? 2007, 2005, 2003, 2010.
Correct answer: 2007.
Is the statement below true or false? The Canterbury Tales was one of the first books to be printed by William Caxton. True. False.
Correct answer: true.
William of Normandy invaded England in 1066. Where is Normandy? Norway. Northern France. Southern Scotland. Denmark.
Correct answer, Northern France.
The English Parliament during the reign of Charles I contained many Puritans. What did the Puritans believe in? The power of the nobility to control Parliament. None of the above. Simple and strict religious doctrine and worship. Roman Catholic religious doctrine and worship.
Correct answer, simple and strict religious doctrine and worship.
The first farmers probably came to Britain from where? Norway. North America. Northwest Europe. Southeast Europe.
Correct answer, Southeast Europe.
Which king annexed Wales to the Crown of England with Statute of Rhuddlan? Charles I. Edward I. Harold. Henry VIII.
Correct answer, Edward I.
Where did Mary Stuart spend most of her childhood? Spain. England. Germany. France.
Correct answer, France.
Which Acts of Parliament, passed in 1832 and 1867, abolished rotten boroughs, gave more parliamentary seats to urban areas and greatly increased the right of people to vote? The Voting Acts. The Election Acts. The Change Acts. The Reform Acts.
Correct answer, the Reform Acts.
Rudyard Kipling was awarded which major prize in 1907? The Pulitzer Prize. The Man Booker Prize. The Somerset Maugham Award. The Nobel Prize in Literature.
Correct answer, the Nobel Prize in Literature.
Which of these statements is not true? During Queen Victoria's reign, the middle classes became increasingly significant. During Queen Victoria's reign, the size and influence of the British middle class shrank.
Correct answer, during Queen Victoria's reign, the size and influence of the British middle class shrank.
Is the statement below true or false? Charles II marched into England with a Scottish army to reclaim his throne. True. False.
Correct answer, true.
Is the statement below true or false? The Education Act of 1944 is often called the Butler Act and introduced free secondary education in England and Wales. True. False.
Correct answer, true.
Which of these two countries did poet and author Rudyard Kipling spend time living in? USA, Japan, India, Fiji.
Correct answers, India and USA.
Is the statement below true or false? The Domesday Book no longer exists. It was destroyed at the end of the Norman Conquest. False. True.
Correct answer, false.
What was inscribed on some Iron Age coins? Dates. Value. Names of Iron Age kings. Names of Iron Age settlements.
Correct answer, names of Iron Age kings.
Which king annexed Wales to the Crown of England with Statute of Rhuddlan? Charles I, Edward I, Harold, Henry VIII.
Correct answer, Edward I.
Where did Mary Stuart spend most of her childhood? Spain, England, Germany, France.
Correct answer, France.
Thank you for taking the test with me. I hope you've answered all the questions correctly, and if you've made any mistakes, don't worry. Practice makes perfect. Check out all my other tests and keep practicing at least one test a day, and you shall be ready in no time.